Okay, kids, YouTube says we're live, and I have no reason to disbelieve them. As usual, I'm going to wait a couple minutes for some of my chatters to gather live in the box before we take off. And so if you're watching this as a recording, you might want to drag the bar ahead a couple minutes until we all can get here gathered on the same page and start to take off. And there's Joan Smithies. Hey, Joan. Glad you could join. LMB, Eminem. Welcome, ladies. Hey, Kathy. Yes, we're gathering chatterers. Chatterers. Hi, Tara. Is that a new name or am I? It's possible I've lost it. CB. Hey, Z. Welcome in, ladies. It's such a beautiful day here. I'm surprised that anybody anywhere in the region is able to join because I really should be outside, but I'm just taking a down day, a decompressed day. April. Hello. Hey, Virginia. CB, I think I said hello to you. I'll say hello to you twice because you're my favorite. I have to say that before Gayla shows up. Susan. All right. Let's start. I just threw this out here so on my thumbnail we got something to look at. These were papers that were a result of playing with the last iStencil sale. So I'm going to start to clean these off. And I got a new Z. I think you'll really like this one. Denise Love. I don't know if you watch my videos or not, Denise, but if you do, I'm a big fan of Denise Love and her abstract paintings, and the way that she does them makes it so simplified. Abstract sounds easy to everybody because, whatever you throw out there is abstract, right? But it's not so easy sometimes to get started. But the way she teaches her classes, you guys should check her out. She's got a YouTube channel now where she shares some of her work, but most of her classes are on Skillshare under Denise Love, or she's got a website. I think it's 2 Lil Owls, the number 2 LIL Owls, OWLS. Anyway, so why was I bringing up the knee? Oh, so she was using these 2 stencils, and I just love this kind of stencil. So I bought some Stencil Girl stencils. I have a ton of them. I just don't buy too many stencils anymore because I am literally overrun. And plus, we know for the last year, I haven't really been able to be down here doing what I wanted to do. So hang on. What happened here in chat? Oh, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, my mom passed in her sleep Wednesday, the 10th of May, which would happen to be my brother's birthday. And yeah, it's sad, but it's not unexpected. She'd be 95 in July. Her last 7 months were really rough. And she had spells of good in between there, but a lot of stuff happened. 4 different heart procedures and a 6-week fight against a bacterial blood infection, and it just goes on and on. So I think she was ready to go dancing with my dad. So anyway, we're still working on things, trying to get things taken care of and her house situated. And so there's still a lot going on, but this honestly is the first day that I have had nothing that I have to do outside the house. She did. She lived a long, good life. And she wasn't, thanks, Virginia, she wasn't really ill all of her life until she was 94 and a half. So you can't really complain about that. But, we miss her, obviously. It's a terrible loss, but, like my brother always has said, none of us are getting out of here alive, and she had a hell of a run. So I, got to talk to her, told her that, I'll come looking for her when it's my turn. So anyway, yeah, that's in the next week or 2, things should be wrapped up with all that. But in my quest for the Denise Love stuff, these kind of stencils just really grabbed me, and she was using these two. They're Stencil Girl stencils. This one's called Corrugated Lines. This one I think is just called Dashes. There's a number on it. Perhaps it would be easier if I read the number. S376. And this one is S227. But in my search for those, I found something. Hey, Judy. Thank you. Somebody asked me what her arrangements were going to be for, funeral or viewing or whatever. I said, I'll tell you exactly like my mom has said all of her life. These are her wishes and her quotes. If the sons of bitches didn't come to see me when I was alive, they can kiss my ass when I'm dead. So there you have. There's my mom in a nutshell. Oh, God. Hang on one second. My brother's actually over at her house now with a contractor. Okay. All right. Sorry. The show must go on. So anyway, these were some pages I left off on. I just put these down here because I love them. This one, I could eat it. I won't eat it. I don't recommend eating it, but I might. But I pulled these out because a few of these, like this was just the High Flow Iridescent Bronze, which is a new color for golden. My favorite color. They finally put it in the High Flow. On the jelly plate, spritz with water, rolled out, let it beat up, and then it splits to the two pigments of that turquoisey color and the bronze, and is lovely. This one had one of Joan's stencils in it that I let sit on it and see where it gathered around there. I have these out because I thought, and these flubbed on me. It obliterated everything under it. But this stencil spoke to me. Had to have it. This is a Stencil Girl. Oh, was it in the dry cleaner gala? Your moderator sash. Bless your heart. I had to have this one. I think a lot of you may like this. It screams Robin McClendon at me. But this is called... I know it was called Tokyo. The number is L761. But look at that for a little Asian-y kind of inspired Papa Black. Thanks, Jane. We do have a lot of good memories, a lot of laughs. And it's hard to be sad because my niece and nephew lost their mom when they were 19 and 21 and she was 51. So we had many decades more with my mom. All right, I just want to throw down some black while I have this out here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just throw a little Tokyo. Okay. Come on with the phone already. Okay. That was easy. Gave my brother an answer about the contractor, told him I'm streaming, and then he has to say, okay. Excuse me. All right. I'm just going to do this. This is kind of brain numbing. My last night I realized about 10:30, Dave is away this weekend, and his sister's here with me to help with Oakley. Oakley was in the emergency vet. Oh yeah, that's another story. He's had a limp. He's just turned 5 in January. He's had a limp that was getting worse. Took him to the vet. Actually, the first time he went to the vet was on my birthday, which was April 11th, so it's been some time ago. That's just a reminder for Gayla to not forget my birthday next year. So anyway, Dave took him in. They looked at everything and manipulated his front legs. Didn't see anything that would be broken. Put him on. Oh, this is too big for my plate, but that's okay. Better too big than too small. Um, Put him on carprofen, I think it's called, anti-inflammatory. And within days, he's puking his brains out. So I had to take him off that. They put him on gabapentin. Not too long after that, he had a little diarrhea, chicken and rice, got that straightened out. Still on the gab. He was okay. Then his limp was getting worse, and they added liquid meloxicam, which tore his gut up. Diarrhea that was, I mean, if you're eating lunch, you might want to turn your volume off. Like mucus with blood streaks in it. Back to the vet, and they put him on an antibiotic. And I called because then he started vomiting, and he vomited more than what was his last meal that was 12 hours prior. So that made me think, oh my God, does he have a blockage? That more than one meal is coming up and nothing's coming out the other end but slime. So, hey, Jan. So, anyway, I took him down to Annapolis to the emergency vet clinic down there on Bestgate Road for you locals. Just so you know, Dave and I own a wing there from the years. Oh, look at you. Oh. Now, you can't hate that, people. Now, I got a little too much paint in here. I smushed it a little bit, but that's okay. I probably will never use this whole piece in something anyway. But, so, Oakley to the vet. So, I called ahead, 7 to 9 hour wait to see a doctor. But bring him in, they'll triage him, then they'll hold him in a crate and observe him until he can get his turn with the doctor, and I don't have to stay for that part. So, off we went. It's a little gift. Luckily, we never had an accident because Mommy Dearest is all over that. We are making it outside no matter what. Bless his heart. But he would cry and tell me when he had to go. If he barked, that meant we had to hot-foot it. Anyway, his vitals were good. He was considered stable, so he's at the back of the triage list, which is fair. I mean, if my dog was really sick, I'd want him ahead of somebody that was in Oakley shape. So, I dropped him off. They kept him. They said the doctor will call me when they get to examine him. They called. She said they think they should keep him. He lost 10 pounds. He was dehydrated. His gut system was just a wreck. So she said, I think we should keep him overnight on fluids and on some IV meds to slow his track down. Hey, Pam. And so they did. They kept him overnight. They called around midnight. They x-rayed his belly. They didn't see anything that would be obstructive. They saw a shadow in his stomach, which I think was a fold of another organ or something behind it. Was nothing of consequence. So he stayed overnight. I called in the morning. They said they're going to give him a bland diet and see if he holds it down. And if he holds it down, I can come and get him later that day. So he did, and I did. I went back in Ocean City traffic for you locals on a Friday late afternoon from near BWI to the airport, near the airport to Annapolis, right down the way you get all the traffic goes to the ocean on the weekends. So he was so good and easy going on the leash because he was still coming out of the anesthesia from the night before, and he was just exhausted. And he walked like I said, Oakley, if you walk like this with me all the time, I'd take you everywhere. He liked to kill me when we first got there. I couldn't get him so he wouldn't eat. That was another thing that happened after he started vomiting Thursday. I offered him dinner. He turned his nose up. That right there is a 911 call for anybody that knows Oakley or most labs. And so that's when I started making calls like, so this ain't right. So, but then he got all excited when he got down there and liked to kill me in the lobby, trying to hold on to him. They couldn't read any of my forms I was filling out because he was jerking my hands all over the place. It was a mess. But anyway, picking him up, he was a good boy. He walked right by my side. I took him out to the grassy area to see if he had to pee before we got in the car and got in traffic again. And another little dog came out and walked our way. He turned around and he stood up real perky and wagged his tail looking at him, and then he just turned and walked the other way. I thought, yeah, he's still under the influence. Anyway, So we came home. He's been fine. He pooped pretty as a picture yesterday evening. Just like you want to see him poop. So there's your Oakley story and your poop story for the day. I should have taken a picture and framed it for Dave when he got home. All this stuff happens when Dave's traveling. Last time he traveled about a month ago, that's when our tankless hot water heater was on the fritz and went up. That was fun. Hey, Margaret. I haven't been keeping up with chat. Oh, Cat. Oh, you know what I'm talking about with the traffic then. Oh, yeah. It's a real peach. So this one's just so pretty on its own. But a little something wouldn't hurt it. Do we want to put black over that? And these are just too pretty to mess with. These two, I can sacrifice these two. We'll do this. We will do, well, it's going to have to be black because there's way too much metal on there now. Kathy, we had it fixed. So the heat exchanger in it went up. It's 12 or 13 years old and was like a month of going out of warranty, apparently. But we have American Home Shield, the home insurance that covers pretty much everything. Hey, Vaughn. And the plumbers that came out to fix it, it took a while to get the part in. We were without it for about 2 weeks. That part was not so pleasant. And we could run it, but then we'd have to come down and turn it off. It was leaking. Well, I was streaming when Dave found the leak a few weeks ago, if you guys remember, probably over a month ago now. But I was streaming and he came down and said it was leaking and he turned the water off. So when we had to, when I cooked or ran the dishwasher, we had to turn off the, come down and turn it on and then come back down and turn it off. And he had a bucket under where it was leaking. So blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the plumbers that fixed it, when they got the part in, they said that the part, it's all copper. The whole heat exchanger, it's like a box about yay big with all the copper tubing and fittings and everything. He said that replacement part would cost you as much as a new unit. That if you wouldn't have had that insurance policy, you should have just replaced the whole unit for the same amount of money and started new again under warranty. So that's helped us a couple times, but I'm anxious to see what the next month's bill is because it seems like every time we have to use it, it goes up. But still, even at $82 a month for a year, that's what, under $1,000, and a new unit would be well over $5,000. So $5,000. Anyway, that's where we are with that. Oh, look at you. Isn't that a happy little print? You can't hate that, people. I'm going to just do another one right over this. Add a little bit more paint. Hey, Martha. Oh, I said hi, Martha. Sorry. Good, Yvonne. Oh, I should have picked that up with bronze. That's a nice, clean image. Just as I drop this on there, but maybe we'll get it again. I'm going to make this thin. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after this, so I'm kind of stalling. My brain's halfway there. Hey, Fran. That's a Stencil Girl stencil called Tokyo, that black pop. And these holes are kind of little, so I'm trying to, get it pushed down in there and kiss the paint through the holes of the stencil onto the paper. And there's another one. There you go. Save the foiled jelly prints. So I'm going to try to clean out these holes on this piece of deli. See if I can get a really clean one. Oh yeah, that cleaned out the holes. That's good. So now I'm gonna put this over here, lift this, tap that off. Why am I tapping instead of rubbing? Because all the little sharp edges. Trust me. Ask me how I know that. Okay, now I'm gonna pick, what am I gonna pick this up with? I'm letting that dry a little bit. I'm stalling. Oh, you did, Pam? That's nice. Send me pictures. I like to see them. No, this is not one of my stencils. This is Stencil Girl stencil, and it's called Tokyo. I think it's Natalie Kalbach. Is that her name? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Hey, Dana. Okay, let's... Oh, you know what? I think I'll pick it up on a piece of the sketch paper. On the shiny side. Remember, it's got a rough and a shiny side. I'm going to use the shiny side. But I'm going to put down a thin coat of this bronze. Maybe. Good night. Either I'm getting really weak or this dried paint is getting stronger. I shudder to think which one it is. But yeah, I started to say last night, I guess it was around 10 or 10:30. And I'm thinking, what do I have to do tomorrow? Because every day for 7 months, I've been either running to one hospital or another with my mom, or rehab, or the assisted living, or I've had her here 24/7. I'm not answering that. That's a pharmacy. Well, if you think about, I was telling Dave, I said, I think I'm a wimp sometimes when I feel so exhausted. But let's think about my last year, shall we? So I'll give you a little rundown, give you a little snippet of what's been my last year. April of 22, I had my left shoulder surgery done. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be good. Recovered from that. Had a couple months. Did the art retreat in July. August the 2nd, I had my right knee replaced. 12 weeks of recovery and rehab from that. I went back to work on, it was whatever the last Wednesday of October was, 26th, something like that, 28th, I don't know. That next Saturday is when my mom called early in the morning and said, Patti, I'm having trouble breathing. And that's when this 7-month thing started with all of her issues and all of the hospitalizations and all that stuff. And so big girl's tired. I can plow through. Everybody says, oh, the caretaker, they got to take care of themselves too. I know that. I tell people that myself. But to find the time to be able to do that, there's the trick. So I put my head down like some kind of a bulldozer and just plow through whatever I know I need to do. And I apparently can go as long as I need to. And this has happened to me before. But when it's over and I can just like breathe and relax and not make a list for tomorrow, what all I have to do, when I have to be where, and try to work some at night when I get home from whatever I'm doing and all that stuff. I've been off work for a month now. They've been really awesome to me. But anyway, my body just starts to shut down after, after I know whatever the thing was that I had to do for so long is done. My body just shuts down. So I'm expecting that to happen any day now. Last night I was thinking to myself, oh, I don't have anything I don't have to run to mom's. I don't have to run to a hospital, to the assisted living. I don't have to run to the funeral home. That's all done. I don't have to go anywhere. And I actually slept like a log last night. Oakley woke me up at 6:30. Bless his little heart. Took him out, brought him in. He was all good. Laid back down, and I probably got up around 10:30. I actually passed back out again. I never sleep like that. So I think that helped me be able to be conscious enough to stream today. So but everything's behind at the house as far as opening the deck up and planting, and we got minimal things done, but none of the extra fancy stuff. I know I did need that sleep. So anyway, Oakley's better. Mom's things are getting sorted. Dave should be back home around this evening, and I'm taking Monday off, and then I'm going back to work Tuesday. That's actually it doesn't suck. That does not suck. It's funny, some of them are crisp, and like every other row is more cloudy. I can do that. We will do something with that. Look how cleaned off my plate. That is good paper. All right, I'm going to move my plate. I know. I just keep on plowing as long as I need to. But I know the shutdown's coming soon. Anyway, okay, what do we want to do now? Let me get rid of some of this stuff. CB, I don't even know if this one's worth your time. I'll keep it for you just in case. I know how you get when you see me throw one away. All right. Okie dokie. Now what the hell are we going to do? I'm going to zoom this back out. Yeah, we're planning on retiring the end of this year. So, oh, and Tam, I don't think Tam's here, but Tam sent me a card in my colors. Love it. Wrote a little note inside. Put that over here in safekeeping. All right. Do I want to do a collage? Do I want to mess with some watercolor or inks? Maybe I'll do that for something different. Pay no attention to this riveting piece of newsprint here with nothing to look at for a while. I'm going to get some watercolor paper. Where is the one I want? Pray tell. Where are you? There it is. Oh, that's kind of small. That's 9 by 12. That's all right. We'll use it anyway. I'm just holding a whole conversation by myself here. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm just going to take this on one of these boards. Oh, look, another white blob for you to look at. I've been having trouble with sciatica on my left side for a while, and it'll get better, and then something will trigger it. Well, don't you know, Oakley, when he was in his exuberant state when we arrived at the emergency hospital, looking like nothing was wrong with him when I thought he was near death at home, he pulled so hard to get to another dog that I started to fall. And when I started to fall, I felt my foot step on his paw and tried to, and he yipped just a little, like it was, he knew it was coming. And I was able to not step my full weight on his paw. However, in doing so, Mother triggered her own sciatica nerve. And yeah, that was not good. So I said, where's the nearest people hospital? You take him. I'm going to have to go. Oh, Jesus. Good thing he's cute. Good thing he's cute. All right, let's do this. Oh, yeah, get your attention, Joan. That's for daggone sure. You know what, Susan? Now, I don't know if this holds true because I'm almost 17 years out, but I had actually about 10 years ago had problems with sciatica and actually went to physical therapy for it. And the one girl that was always treating me, she knew of my history. And then one night I went and she was with another patient that was taking longer. So one of the other girls started on me. And when she saw what I was in there for, she hooked up the TENS unit. And I know I've had that treatment before with my chiropractor years ago, but way before I had breast cancer. But anyway, the girl yelled over to her and she said, no, you can't use that on her. And then she came over and she said, under her breath, she said, she's a breast cancer patient. So I didn't know this, but they said that in some instances that can do something to cancer cells that makes them kind of reactivate. Sneaking a look while out for supper. Oh, out for supper. Where are you? Somewhere fancy, I'm sure, Dot. Linen napkins, roses on the table, fine china. I know how you roll. So anyway, I didn't know that. That's the first I ever heard of that. And then I mentioned it when I was in physical therapy for my knee replacement. They had a TENS unit on somebody, and I asked my therapist, and he said that he has heard of that, but that I was far enough out that it should not no longer apply to me. So who knows? So I was watching Denise Love this morning, and you guys should check her out. She's got a YouTube channel, a website, and a Skillshare classes. And she did something with some acrylic inks today that just really spoke to me. And this is one of the ones, and of course, this is why I bought this a few weeks ago when I first saw her video, that she used this Amsterdam, what the hell is it called? Turquoise green acrylic ink. 661. I love that. I love it. So hang on, let me go over to my acrylic ink drawer and pull out a couple more colors. I really need to label these damn drawers. That's another thing. Dave and I have a running joke of when we retire, I got to make a list and put that in writing because it's a big list, let me tell you. Payne's Gray. That might be good. Payne's Gray. Oh. Huh. I must like Payne's Gray because looky there, I have two. Or perhaps more. Black. I don't want black. What's this? Sorry, guys. Can't see the chat right at the moment. I'm on the other side of the universe here. I want indigo. Marine blue. I love marine blue, but I want indigo. Actually, I might take marine blue with me. I know I have indigo somewhere. Well, let's try another brand. not tell me. Don't even suggest that I don't have indigo. And that's the color I really want for this. How is that possible? Somebody throw it in chat. Tell me how it's possible. I'll read it later. Oh, well done. I held back, Gayla. All for you. I know I have an indigo pink. Pink. Where might you be? Oh, it's in here. Oh, maybe I can use a liquid watercolor. Which I probably don't have an indigo. Ah! Got an indigo on my head. I'm going to probably have to use a watercolor. A regular watercolor. Oh, this is an indigo, but I don't know. I tell you, these 15 drawer cabinets can really get lost in these bad boys when they're not labeled. White, I need some white. And I needed a sepia too. Now I am sure I bought sepia because I bought sepia when I was doing what's her name? Sorry guys. Skip ahead if you're watching the recording. For umber. Okay, well. Oh my goodness. Put some of these out. Give you something else to look at. Sorry, kids. Have I missed anything in chat? If I did, somebody hit me up. Well, let me know. Let's see what I have over here. Is it one of these that I have? Here's one of these in indigo, liquid watercolor. Maybe it'll be fun to mix up the liquid watercolor with the acrylic ink. We're going to assume it's going to be fun to do because that's where we are. Let's go with what we got, people. All right. Sweet Moses. I'm looking for... That's too big. I'm looking for my biggest fan. Not you, Gayla. My fan brush. And, well, note to self. Oh, maybe it's over by the sink. Hang on. Almost done. Okay, well, I found one. So apparently I need a medium-sized fan brush because here's the one that I've had. Here's another one. I bought this one Joan, I think you might have been with me. Well, all the Maryland girls, when we went on our shopping spree to that American Craftsman or whatever it is downtown, the one in the questionable area. That's where I got that gigantic one. Never has seen paint. Okay, I'm just going to grab a couple things here. And I want to see what this indigo looks like. Let me get a piece of paper here to test this on. Here, let me grab a little piece of this bee paper in my little rack here. Let's give me a little spritz of water on here. This is Ecoline Indigo Liquid Watercolor. I know you remember, Joan. Let's see how dark that is. That's really pretty, but it washes out to a denim pretty quickly. That's called indigo. And this one is indigo. This is Rohrer and Klinger. I think this is German. That one's indigo. Let's see what this is. Excuse me. Haven't even been drinking yet. Whoa. That looks purple compared to that. Wow. And neither one of those are what I want. And this one, this is transparent umber. That's kind of dark. Okay, maybe a little bit of this one. I don't want this one. It's darker, but I think it's too purpley. It does look indigo on the screen, but in person, what I'm going to make you buy today? Well, at this rate, not much. So I'm going to, and this is going to have to sit to dry for a while. We'll figure out something else to do. I think I might take my new little stencils and do some layering on top of some of those jelly prints. Somebody remind me of that when I set this off the side to dry. So I'm just going to spray this lightly in areas, not all over, I think. And, well, a couple watercolor brushes would be Jim Dandy to have to drop this stuff in and move it around. Grab a couple of these bamboo brushes. So let's just start. This is Payne's Gray. There goes your takeaway goodie bag. That'll probably get eaten up in the, hey, Sandra. Dot, that's hilarious. Well, funny for us to say, sitting here. Not having dogs wreck the dinner. Gonna need a little. That doesn't even really look dark to me. Ooh, that's a lot of ink. Clean out my pipette. Le pipette. Yeah, not liking that. But let's not get discouraged right off the bat. Let's add some of this marine blue. This marine blue is always really pretty. And I want to take a brush and maybe add a little water to these thicker parts here and make them do something. This is kind of a big blob there. Oop. Now I can tell this is not going to end well. And the paper's still buckling. I got big buckles in my paper. How rude. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Sandra. Never know which way that goes. Ooh, look at you. That's looking like a big old hot mess to me. And can't say that I'm happy about any of that. But let's do some of this. Burn it, Gayla. Burn it. Trust me. Watch Denise Love. She'll show you how to do it. She makes it look so random and easy. As we can see, it's all a facade. Oops. Get out of there. White. Yeah, this is probably not my day for this. Oh, sweet Moses. Wow. Oh, that's probably old ink. That's kind of snotty thick. Actually, that's looking kind of cool there. Maybe snotty's the way to go here. And like she says, if you don't like it, cut it up. I can pretty much tell you that's what's going to happen with this one. Oh my. Gayla, I'm so sorry. What did you say? It what water? Yeah, I don't even know what to do here to try to do anything that might save this. I think what I'll do is save my own sanity for the moment. If that's possible at this juncture. I'm just going to add more water, put it away, look at it next week, and see what's happened. How about that? Meanwhile, I'll watch more of Denise. Oh, sweet Moses. Maybe the best thing ever by next week or year. Okay, new plan. Cap off the inks. That's the best thing I've done today. Bye, Fran. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, when all else fails, let's pretend to do something else and act like we know what we're doing. Oh, here's some jelly prints from the last go around. Those are always cool when they're just that smushed bronze. Let's see. Do something with that maybe. Or even that. Maybe. Oh, that one maybe. That one maybe. Oh, that one pretty. Like that shadowy print on the... I'll do that one. I have something in mind, so work with me. That's pretty. Oh, that's a CB. One for CB. I haven't looked through these since we did these with the eye stencil sale. Ooh. Oh, I remember that cleanup print. That's pretty. We can do something with that for sure. Maybe even with that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, CB, look at you. It's like a jackpot. What time is it? 2:50. Almost 3. I'm going to drop off about 3:45. Leave time for Z. Xander's coming on at 4. Oh, look at you, you little rascal. Can I do anything that would make that any better? Oh, CB, another one. Oh, 2 for you. Look at you, lucky girl. Oh, and just random dilly paper. Okie dokie. Let me get rid of those. And let's see. All right. How many of you bought the red paper Patti showed us? Do you like it, CB, or have you used it yet? I know. I think I will. I think I will do it just for Gala. Whip up a little collage. And some of these are really, I love this one. I was thinking, for some reason, that one's calling me to do something too. Maybe that one even. We'll start there. And I just want to add little bitty bits of something. I'd like to have this color ink. This red. Still in the package. That's okay. I bought it. Mine was in the package for months. Till I busted her open. All right, let's try this. And let's just do a little something. So this was a cleanup print. See all the little layers and some shiny bits in there. Little turquoise. Shadows of all different kinds of stencils in there. Oh, that's nice, Joan. Hope the dog didn't eat the rest of it tonight at dinner. All right, let's get some palette paper. And that's actually pretty. That's the nicest thing I did today, if you could see that close up. It's got pretty striations of the different dark colors of ink before I declared a disaster. Let me think about that. Oh, Sandra, I wonder if I could use that new ink you gave me. Here's the one I had open, I think. I got the second one in. Thank you so much. I'm going to try this with a sponge. That's an eraser, a sponge eraser. Where's my little, there they are. I'll have to bring some more of these over here. Little makeup sponges. Over here, one of your least favorite colors. I know, it's not for everybody. It's not. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. That's how I start off of everything anymore. I'm going to try Maybe we'll do this. Try to do some lines of this. Do I want to go this way? Something says go this way. And just kind of scatter some. Now let's see if this will even work. And I'm going to try this with a sponge. This is one of those ink pads like for chops, for the Chinese chops that you use. But I'm going to try, of course, not using it the right way. I don't know if I can get enough ink on the sponge to do this. I don't think it's going to work. We'll see. We'll just try to make a couple little streaks down here and see what happens. No. Nope. Can barely see it. Okay. That didn't work. Use it for chops and stamps, Patty. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. I hear myself when I say that, but I rarely listen. Let's see. Do I have any... Candy apple. I don't think this is going to do it either. I'm thinking it's got to be a paint. I don't think it's going to get it. This is a distress ink. I don't think it's happening. Very, 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 very faint. Not working. Okay. It's just going to be one of those what not to do streams, and you are welcome. Think of all the trouble I've saved you people. What's this? Quinacridone red. Well, that should show up. I'm just going to do it. Gonna do it. I'm going to use the same one. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, that's bright purpley red. That's not the right color red, but you know what? Here we are. Never red. That's your prerogative. Now, if somebody says they never can stand turquoise, I'm going to have to invite them to leave. Just kidding. I don't care what you like or don't like. Nah, wrong color. It's just going to be one of those days, people. Get used to it. We've been here before. Ask Kayla. Just ask Gayla. She knows all about it. Maybe the stencil doesn't like me. Maybe I could use this one and see what happens here. That's a little better. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But this, I love the stencil though. This one is a nice little dashy stencil. It's dashing. It's a dashing design. Okay, let's get away from the red. Let's go with a color I can understand. Emergency kit. Got a little Xanax in there. Oh, bless your heart. Let's... You know, why am I thinking about this? This is probably a big mistake because it's on acrylic paint, so it's probably going to just lay on the top of that. Yeah, let's recognize the mistake. Oh, that's okay. I thought I mixed ink with my white, but it's just on the bottle from some sort of overspray. Lord only knows what that was. Let's see. Let's. I keep saying let's, like we're going to actually take action here and do something, and I never get past the let's. I think we're going to have to go with bronze. Hey, better safe than sorry, Gala. Oh, Lord. When in doubt, go with black or go with iridescent bronze. I've always said that. So let's do okay, dry enough. Let's do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Ooh, very faint, very subtle, but lovely. Just lovely. Let's do some over here, but let's switch it around. I don't hate you. This is about all my brain can handle today, I think. Isn't that sad? He's so sad. But I do like it. It's just a little something. So let's do this one. Let's go more something in there. Let's go sideways, like so. Well, they got a little schmutz. That was a little... Oh, because see these real fine lines in there? I wasn't paying that much attention as I should have been to the thickness of the lines and how wet the paint is and how hard I'm pouncing. It's all a little magic formula. Clearly, I've not mastered. Well, there's a little something on there. Hey, it's shiny. Brass to the brass. Bronze. How dare you call my favorite color by the wrong name? Let's do, oh, you know what? On this, remember that we just picked up a schmutz off of that round stencil print I did of Jones? Let's, where is it? Let's do a little of this over top of this. This way? Let's do it this way. A little black. Actually, I'm going to use this thicker black, not the fluid. I'll let it slide this one time, but please try not to do it again. Oh, bless me. So I'm looking through there. I want to get more of these skinny bits. So I'm going to come off of there and try to get this on more of the red that's showing. Let's just do it. I probably should do this on a jelly plate, yet I'm not. Against my better judgment, we're going to do it this way. Do I want to see how that looks? Oh, look at you. You pretty. Let's do another. Let's just relay that down that way. I want to get another one of those skinny strips in there, but we're going to do this first. We're just going to keep going, see what happens. It's easier. Oh, I got bronze. I picked up the bronze. Oh, that might look cool. Bronze in the black, though. Gayla, you let me do that on purpose. I just know it. You saw it all happen. Don't be innocent. Don't play that card, chickadee. We know better. Let's just see what's happening. I do too. Oops. I bet CB likes that. I'm going to put this piece. And I probably shouldn't lay that over top of there, yet I am, as you have witnessed. I'm going to get some of these odd bits over here. They're different shapes. Let's put some browns in it too. Who cares? Let's just schmutz it up. Hey, you can't hate it. Well, Susan should like red, but that's okay. We love Susan. She doesn't have to love red. All right, put that over on the side. Okay, what time is it? 3:06. Let's see. Let's see. Move this over here, and this, and this out of the way. Let's whip out the collage book. I mean, Gayla prepared an emergency kit. It's at least I can do to do a little test run here, if you will, to see how far we can go before she's got to dig into that kit. Okay. I knew CB would like it. Thank you, CB. You know what I'm going to do? This just hit me. Just for... Oh, there goes my red paper roll. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to... I just saw these. I'm going to lay some of these down here in random fashion. Oh, look, one where I actually tried to script with hot glue. I don't recommend that. That was very hard to do. Oh, and look, I got a black schmutz on the paper already because I clearly had black paint wet everywhere. Let's just try it. Let's do some little bits of something. And just crowd this piece with overlapping things. You don't know what I'm doing, do you? Ha! Then we're even, because I never know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going to lay this down here. This may or may not be anything at all by the time it's said and done. I'm just going to overlap these. And I keep looking at these sprays, and I'm bound and determined to spray something. How did you get the glue so flat? Oh, I do it on deli paper and then fold it over and press it down to smush it. That's a Robin McClendon deal. Gayla, I mean Carol, CB. I'll get your name right. Were you looking in my window? Because actually, burn my little tail. That's a pun right there. Little tail. Whew. Even saying that's a tale of epic proportion. So I'm just going to see. I've killed this whole bottle of water. I must be dehydrated. Hey, PM. Well, I hate to say it, but you have not missed much. But I'm just going to start with a layer of Seth's Silver Shine Eyes Ink Dye Spray. And just have these ghostly images open on the paper. Let's see what happens. Just a little background shimmer. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to take this. Actually, I have a piece of this black deli paper. Let's try this. Let's flip these bad boys over. See what comes off of them on there. It won't be, oh, there's still a lot on there. That's not going to work, but we're going to act like it works. These are hot glue stencils, or my attempt at such. You guys can see Robin McClendon's channel on YouTube and her Instagram. She does these. Way better than these. But see, I wanted to have those little ghostly images on the back of the page. Understatement. I'm a little behind with the chat, so I'm not sure what context that was in that Gayla said, but I'm sure it was supposed to be offensive, and I appreciate that. How the design, love the design they are making on your black sheet. I know, right? It's just mishmash of nothing. Little circle here and there that you can see. Okay, let's start with that, shall we? Sweet Moses. Where do you go from there? Now, see, I should have done the gold, but I'm not that smart to incorporate some of these. I really like how these came out. I really do. I might use a piece of that anyway. I mix my metals when I dress myself. So I can mix my metals in my art if I so choose. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, Lordy. Those are too good. Remember how that came out? Oh. And even the back. Mix it up. You got that right. Where am I? Oh, they're up here. Okay, hold on. Do I want some of this piece that I just did? That's kind of silvery. Just looking at some of these latest prints. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Maybe we'll tear that one up. Cannibalize. This one's kind of in the color family. See, there I am with this blue-gray again. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't have much time, so we're gonna make some bold moves. Is that settling you, Gayla? You already like it. Walk away. That's a collage paper right there. Wait a minute. Who are you talking to, CB? Oh, I have a perfect idea, Mariah. I'll send it to you, so it's a surprise if you decide to use it. I have no idea what I'm bringing or doing or buying or whatever at this point. Get rid of these edges here and see what I got. Thank you, Birdie. do we want to use of you? Anything? Oh, let's see here. Oh. Hey, Patty. 45 minutes. I thought you were saying 45 days like at the retreat. All right, Z, we'll see you then. Okay, I got to get rid of this. A little bit here. I'm trying to get a circle of this. Some of that yumminess in there, and the black showing. All right. Oh, and of course, hang on. Just forgot. We got to get some stripes in there somewhere. I don't know where. We're going to do it. No idea what I'm going to bring. Hoping inspiration will strike. Could bring everybody a pet crow. Okay, this. Ooh, oh, that's so yummy. Let's get rid of the white edges. See what we got. All right, let's see here. Of course, I like the piece right down the middle. Let's just tear it this way. That's a little rougher tear. Oh, it's tearing real nice for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll tear this piece off of here. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Don't anybody panic. I don't even know if I like those together. Oh, Lord, I'm singing. I just cut the end of that circle off, so it's got to sit on the end of a page there if I do anything with it. Oh, Kayla! Caught myself. Well, that's not much better, actually. Well, this way. Okay. Oh, mercy. Okay. Maybe I need a pop of something like that in there. Maybe not, but you know what? You don't know till you look at it. So let's just get rid of some of this. And just give me a little strip. A little strippy stripe of that. That's always helpful. Although I have ended up in the middle of a cornfield listening to a GPS when my friend Gail and I were making a way for a little girls' weekend at Ocean City. We went a different way, and lo and behold, we were in a cornfield. Literally in a cornfield. We decided to follow it to the end, and that's where that bad boy took us. What do I want to do? I don't even know what I'm doing. My brain's really, it needs some rest. Do I want to come up from a corner? I come up from this corner with something. Let's just tear it. Let's see what that looks like. All right, hang on. I'm forgetting my Dorothy ad. Married man was having an affair with an Italian woman. She got preggers, and he told her if she would go back to Italy, he would support the kid. Just let him know with a postcard. Am I just extra slow, or are we still waiting on the punchline? Oh, it's terribly possible that I'm just that slow these days. I'm going to tear a ragged piece of this. Oop. I didn't want it that ragged. Maybe that'll add extra flavor to what I'm going for here. Sent him a postcard that says spaghetti when it's born. Months later, his wife told him he had a postcard. He read it and almost fainted. Waiting. Let's see. I'm going to put this here. Like tuck this underneath here a little bit and let it stick out. That's just weird enough that I like it. Postcard says spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. 2 meatballs, 1 without. There it is. All right, we're going to go with this. What the hell? Okay, so I need a glue piece of paper. What time is it? Oh, I got time to get out of here before Z gets going. Okay. Glue stick. Giotto. Okay. Lord. Losing my strength. Wow, Gala. Have you been in the Xanax already? Okay, so this one down first. This one down second. Okay. I know that's too long. Oh, I don't know how high that was. Okay, we're just going to guess. I think right about there will be good. And then this piece. Down here. Oops, stuck to my arm. There goes everything. Come on, work with me, baby. There we go. Oh, I just did get over top of that. And then this. It's so weird that, even to me, it's weird that nothing of mine looks complete without a little black and white stripe in there. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I might tear that up a little bit. Okay. Oops. I'm glad I inspire your senses of humor. All right. I think I got it. So this over here, sort of. Get off my arm. Good Lord, I'm going to have to take a shower with a Brillo pad when I get out of here. I love this paper. I just do. See, my reoccurring theme of horrendous phallic symbols in my art have inspired you. Love this one. My little half circle. I got to get it away from me. Get it away from me. I don't know. Is that it, Gala? Or do I need a little something? It almost feels like I should have a little something right here, overlapping all that. Not a one hello lover yet, Jude. Maybe just because you arrived, so I'll say hello lover to Jude. A little more of the blue. Oh, you're liking the blue, are you? pieces of goner. Okay, what do you see? Where do you see it? A little skinny strip going north-south down into here. A little bit coming out of the corner. Upper right area. I know. All right, we're upper right and blue. Knee blue repeated at the bottom. Oh, Lord. So we got to do the upper right and the bottom. Circle repeated in the upper right corner. That should be easy enough. Oh, but I have to put something behind this to punch it. Punch it. Well, I have this circle, but that's kind of... Should I do that up there? And then something else blue on the bottom, just a tiny at the bottom, more in upper right corner. Hang on, let's try this. Oh no, did I jam up my... Oh Lordy. There we go. Sweet Moses, hang on. Oh, that's not the size I thought it was. Well, that wasn't too smart. That's all right. So some of that up there, maybe. And a squircle off the edge, so you only see that little bit coming in. Get rid of the ball. This ball. Maybe should I do a little of that? Trick the eye? Probably not. So what are we doing down here with the blue? Blue on the bottom? Layer your blue ball with the current ball. This? There, up there. Just floating in that area or off the edge. Blue ball, okay, but must be smaller for variety of shape. Smaller blue circle in the bottom. Oh, you guys are full of ideas here, I see. Hang on. Let me try to tear up my printer, my punch again. Ooh, that one sounded better. So let's see what we got here. Smaller blue. What am I doing? And make this one smaller and lay it on top of that. I don't know. That kind of loses my eye here with this. That's not shabby in first position there in the middle. Down here. Well, that one's the wrong one now. Probably have to do that. No, go crosswise from the other stripes if I do that. That's a little hard on the eyes. I'm hearing a big no. Gail, you might as well weigh in, or are you fumbling around with your Xanax bottle? Or just that. No stripes. That can't be right. That can't be right. That would, if it went there, it would have to be bigger to not let that show behind it so much. That you kind of lose that one, right? Hey, Amalia. Glorious, much needed nap. Good for you. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Amalia. Yeah. Leave the little one there. Leave the little one there. She is. I'm sure of it. It's funny. I was in my car and I have tons of songs on my iTunes, and my newer car, I can play that off my phone, and I put it on random shuffle uh, for my library, and Patsy Cline keeps coming up, and that was one of my mom's favorites when we were little. She'd clean in the spring and summer. Well, she's cleaned like a maniac all year, but in spring and summer, she'd have the windows open. We'd be 6 houses down where we called it the beach. It was a double open lot on the water where people that lived across the street could come over. Hey, Sharon. Um, and put the larger blue and black one together. The larger blue and black one together. This black? Or you mean this black? And she'd be blasting Patsy Cline and singing to the top of her lungs with the windows open. We were the only elementary school kids that knew all the words to every Patsy Cline song. Mitch Miller. Oh. So I put that on recently. Every time I turn it on, Patsy Cline comes on. So are we saying yes to this and yes to this? Say yes or forever hold your peace. Lower and more in the area over the stripe. Yes. Like up here. Let a little stripe peek out down there, a little peekaboo. Or should I put this one underneath of it like that? Can't really see it, can you? That's probably too much, too crazy on the eyes, I think. Or maybe drop it down there, like a little drop shadow deal. Nah, not so much. I love the second from that. Yeah, the music from it. Yeah. She loved that. My dad had so many CDs that he made for her with all that stuff on it. No extra stripe. Gayla has spoken. Let's see. So are we saying double this one up here? Up here? Double it up here? I'll turn it around somewhere the black shows when I cut off the corners. Like so. I'm gluing this one down before anybody changes their mind. Ain't no going back. There she be. As with those needs to come down and over the other, like down into here, you mean? Oop. Get off of me. The paint boogers are on my hands. I always like to something go over the intersection when I do up and down, but it kind of makes everything down here. Maybe I should go a little bit over here. And then you can still see some of the shadowing in silver. Higher, intersect. Great. Yes. No. Sweet Jesus. Oop. Got glue boogers on my fingers. All right. I'm going to blend all those answers and put it where the hell I want it. Oh, God love you guys. Gayla, can you? That's Gayla and Xanax combined. Damn, that's where you want them. Defer to the graphic artist. Are you calling me a graphic artist, Gayla? I think we all know that answer. I want more of the black showing up here on the white paper bits. Let's do, I don't know, where did I want it? Let's do that. Wherever it landed, that's where she's going. Oh, see, it covered up all that blue. That wasn't too smart. But this blue's going on it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't anybody panic. Color me done. Ah! Ay, ay, ay. Or should I put a little schmutz up in here? Just a little triangle like that. I knew who you meant. All right. That's exhausting. Gail, if you can FedEx me and one of your emergency kits for the next time, I'd really appreciate it. Well, the common theme is there's bronze in just about everything that's on here, except for the silver on the background, but that's okay. I love that paper with the Tokyo stencil on it. That was one of the cleanup prints that I stenciled over. In the corner, kind of diagonal like, or this way, or vertical, and that kind of a triangle. Corner, no corner. Jesus. I'm getting dizzy. Okay. All right. Maybe we better just stop while we're ahead. Not that anybody's ahead, but I'm thinking about maybe, should I put a little chop on here in red? Down in here? Hey, Aisha. Put more stripes on it. It can bring visual hallucinations. Remember those, what did I do? I had concentric circles. Remember how they came across on camera? That was like some kind of psychedelic freak show. They looked like they were 4 inches off the piece of paper when I was rotating it around. Let me see if I have any of those. I used to have some in here. Oh, these are smaller. I don't know if these will do it or not. No, those are smaller ones. Not as bold a line. Yeah. I want you guys falling off your chairs when you see what I'm talking about here. It was really a freak show, I'm telling you. Hey, maybe we'll put, look what I have here. These are from Jackie Jimerson. She likes that shiny like I do. Dramamine. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, this one's already cut like a corner. Too much. Too much. Do you remember these white on white ones she did for me? They were cool. This texture. Stop while you're ahead. How many times have I heard that, CB? And how many times have I listened? Well, look, here's some of Jackie's. Some of her jelly prints were my favorites ever. Look at this, though. Look at that little, it's mounted, it's tissue. It's real fine gold foil shorthand. That's pretty. I used to take shorthand. Now, oh, there it is. I was going to say, I don't know if it's upside down or not. Oh, I got to remember that. We're going to use that on something special. Stop red, many and never. Yep. You got that right, CB. Can't help myself. I can't help it. Oh, look at a little piece of this stuff. I forgot to put this one that I could have put in there underneath of this. That would have been cool. Instead of the black stripes, a little stripe of that sticking out of there. Next time. Are we going red chop or no chop? Or chop? What are we chopping? Patty, angel, really stuff. Bless you. You need to chat with Gayla. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think that would be weird unless I put it up here where it's a little bit more coming in. Another day, perhaps. All right, kids. Mama's going to call it a day. And I'm trying to get this brush out of this water. Okay. I'm going to call it a day, kids. Thank you so much for jumping on and joining me on such a beautiful day here. The weather's perfect. All the windows are open. It's all good. And I hope you get some of the same. I hopefully will be able to start doing this more, more regular. Hopefully things will start settling down here. So, of course, I say that. It's been a couple years or more since that happened. So, cross everything. Don't forget to email. Okay, I will, Mariah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you next week. And don't forget, Xandra's coming up in 15 minutes on Scraps to Beauty on our YouTube channel. So thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. Thanks for the laughs. Bye, guys. Thanks, mods. Especially you, Gayla.